Alright everybody, so welcome back, and today here we are to learn about aggregation. Talking about the things that we have learned so far, let's even go through that. Of course we have to go through them, but yeah, it's actually going to be amazing. First of all, let me turn the auto stop for the live stream. Chats are gonna be on this time, don't really need to worry about that. And this is how we will be going ahead. Let me make sure that I'm audible for the live stream. Check. Alright, everything's fine right now, so let's simply continue as we were learning about MongoDB yesterday. So let's have a quick recap of that. We have learned about these many things, like we learned about basic stuff like show DBS, use database, drop database, show collections, create collections, even drop the collection if you want. And not only that, users use database name. Database, let's name it my database. This is just gonna be the name of the database, not really a big problem. Collections and all, this is fine. Insert, you can insert the values, you can insert one, you can insert many, you can find the values like this, you can import and export the data. And this is how you can just simply go on. By the way, this is again one of the commands. Then we learned about some of the comparison operators: equals, not equals, greater than equal, less than equal, in, not in. Then we learned about cursor methods: count, limit, skip, sort and all. Then we learned about expressions. This is mainly used for complex complex queries and all. Then we learned about elements operators: $exist, $type, $size and all. These are the ones that I have over here, by the way. Yeah, that's fine. Then learned about projection, how you can just simply project some specific fields. Then learned about embedded documents. Mainly we use $all and $lm match over there. Again, this is fine, this should be fine. Update, we learned about update. There are just $set, $unset, $rename, $push and $pop. Over here, mainly there are two types of sets over here. First set is first of all, text is a field of the object inside the comment set. That's fine, this is how we can get it done. When it comes to $size, I must have that somewhere. Where do I have that? Haven't I mentioned it here? Turns out I haven't. Never mind. There are two types of $sizes and all. Let's even get that. From where will I get it? I will get it from expressions, that is for sure. And from the expressions, this is the example that I have. Am I sure about this? Turns out I'm not even sure here about the values. Okay, this is not the one. Embedded documents. Not really. In this one, logical operators, projection, insert, delete, update, elements operators. Okay, this is what that I was talking about. There are two types of $sizes I get over here. So I will even be keeping that here. So let's go here, back here, $size. Where do I have that? Here it is. Let's simply, it comes under elements operator. So first of all, $size simply it used for comparing the things over here, and this $size simply gives me the size of the array, and then I compare. So this thing is also done. By the way, after that I learned about update, and I have some of the operators: $set, $unset, $rename for renaming, $push for pushing, $pop for popping the values and all. Delete one and delete many are used for deleting. Explain is gonna be waiting for the more information. You can create the indexes, you can get the indexes, you can create the indexes with the field, and even you can create the index with the help of just the field name. Depends on you when it comes to dropping that. Having said that, not only that, you can give the field name, and you can make sure that the type is the text, and at that time the text text index will be created, and using that index you can easily find the things and all. So this is how it will mainly be going on. And lastly, you can search the things using this search keyword after you have actually created the index using this text option. You can just search the things using the keyword. So you will just simply say $text is gonna be the kind of $text is gonna be the kind of the type of the index, because you have created the index, so you should be able to use $text. So you will be finding the text type, and again inside the text type you will be searching, and what you will be searching you will give here. So ultimately what you are doing that, first of all you are creating a field, and you are giving the field name actually first of all. So that particular field, if the type is a text, so the index will be created. After that you will find the text, and again you will be searching, and this is the keyword that you will provide, and you will get the result and all. Again you can use the regex for that too. So that was it that I learned yesterday, and right now it's mainly time to just simply continue from here on, talking about the things we learned about: database collection, create and drop, comparison operators, indexes, cursor methods, elements operators, embedded documents, $or and lm, expressions, logical operators, projection, insert, delete, read, update, and whatnot. Okay, what is the next thing that we can do? The next thing is to simply go through that file. So ultimately what will I be doing? Let's simply close this thing from here. By the way, let's turn it on again one more time, and I will be just simply yeah, I'll be doing this. One more thing. That's fine, not really big problem. What else can I do now? I can actually go to inside MongoDB, and inside this MongoDB, as for these files, I don't even need these files, so I can just simply delete them from here. And inside this, these are some extra things that I have, and not only these things, I don't even need them, just only one of the things that I need. That's gonna be this aggregation related stuff. And inside this I have these two files, so I'm just simply gonna be opening this. Aggregation. So let's do one thing, cut it from here, let's simply paste it here, Control V. It's simply going to be here, and I will just simply be running about it. This is the only thing that's remaining things I'm already done with. So even if I want CRUD operation, these things I can easily remove from here, so let's delete them. Mongoose node, CRUD operation, delete, let's delete it too. Aggregation, this is done as well. These two things are gonna be here, I will be just simply going through them. For now, let's go through aggregation part and learn as much as possible. So let's simply open it with the code, Visual Studio Code, that's gonna be open. Not even needed this. Yes, I trust the author, and let's continue. So these are gonna be the few things. Again, using this only we will be learning it. So let's talk about aggregation framework in next MongoDB. That's gonna be actually amazing. And once I have done that, I will actually be going through some of the previous projects where I actually used Mongoose aggregation, and I will actually be getting those projects done, because right now I know some of the frameworks as well, so it will be just easy to get them done. So that's what I'm gonna be focusing on. But first of all, I need to learn about this aggregation framework. Aggregation, Control Z. Yeah, now let's continue. So aggregation framework is a powerful feature in MongoDB that allows you to process and analyze data in a highly flexible and efficient manner. It provides a set of pipeline stages that enable you to perform data transformations, group data, and perform various calculations on collections. So it's all about, you will be getting lots of pipes, and in one pipe you will do something, then you will get the result, then that result will go through the next pipe, then next pipe, then next pipe, and this is how at the end of the day you will be getting the response and all. Okay, by the way, let's continue. In MongoDB's aggregation framework, $match, $group, $unwind are referred to as aggregation operators. They are going to be the aggregation operators. They are used as stages in the aggregation pipeline to perform specific operations on the data. So there are going to be many stages. Many types of operations are going to be performed, and at the end of the day you will get your response back. Aggregation, the first thing over here, that is $match, simply used for matching the things and all. So $match state filters documents based on specified calculations. Why not? That's great. So the first question, retrieve all products with the name of Slick Wooden. So let's try this thing out. This is the command that we have, and from here we are actually gonna be learning about the aggregation in MongoDB. So first thing is this that we are gonna be going through. I hope there are no errors. Turns out there are. Okay, let's start it from the top. So first one is gonna be the dollar match. It will just simply match. So db.products, I wanna match the values. First of all, this is gonna be the pipeline. Inside that pipeline, I will have a aggregation operator that's gonna be dollar match. It simply matches that. Oh, name should be sleek wooden tuna, just something like that. Let's try to do that. Why not? This is how it's gonna be going on. By the way, let's try to do the same thing over here only, so that we have proper stuff. So what I want, first of all, I want a db dot I can even directly find db dot products. I mean, it's not like they are only that way. db dot products dot find. If I want to find a product where the name is actually sleek, something is wrong. Wooden tuna, unexpected. Yeah, that is what I meant. Like something is missing. Turns out that I have to enter that particular container, then I can just simply continue. Docker process status, the container is even not running, so docker even I'll have to start that. So right now the docker named postgres db is running right now, and that is it. The next thing is that I have to start, or I have to run port is gonna be 27017 27017. This is gonna be the port number. Name is gonna be MongoDB, Mongo database. Okay. Password I don't need to enter. That's gonna be volume. Volume is gonna be MongoDB volume, and slash data slash something. Again, I will be just having a look at my node. So if I actually want to get that, so where will I have to go? MongoDB is this. Authentication part is not needed, so let's get rid of this. Right now I actually need to search docker over here. So docker, this is the one that I have to go with, and over here I must have the commands and all. So the name is gonna be DataDB. That's it. DataDB. Is that so? DataDB. It's really this. Let's see. That is for sure DataDB. So let's go with that. So DataDB, and then I have to run Mongo, of course. So Mongo. Again, I'm gonna be running it in the detached mode. So this is how it will be going on. Having said that, I can connect it to a network. I can create actually a network and then get it connected. That is not needed because if two things are running, like server is actually running and your backend database is running on the same network, then they are gonna be able to talk. I don't even want that. Rather, I just want the result on 27017 port. So that's it. It should be fine. Docker process status, both of them are running right now. That's fine. And once they are actually running, then what can I do? Mongo sh, and I will be connecting to what? I will be connecting to MongoDB / localhost and 27017. That's it. It should be fine. Run it and show dbs. Turns out there is nothing, right? What? Oh no, seriously? This is bad. Turns out exit it. First of all, I have removed all the data, so how will I even practice if I do not have that data? So if I actually want to get it's time to install MongoDB Compass. So MongoDB Compass, I think there must be a way to simply import the data quickly, because again I will have to run the commands and all. I don't want to do that. So download now. By the way, this I need it for download it on Ubuntu. Download install Compass, that's fine. Download install Compass, select operating system. Interesting. Alright. Just gonna take some time. Turns out I'll have to just have some patience over here, then I will be getting that. Yeah, this is done right now. Linux.deb, I mean this is fine. .deb, that's right. Then what will I be doing? First of all, I have to run this command, then sudo install MongoDB Compass, this one, dpkg install MongoDB Compass, in this MongoDB Compass. Interesting. Let's run the first one. Again, I will be having this in here. Let's increase the font size, Ctrl+Shift+V, run it. So this is the first thing that's getting done over here. Apart from that, but yeah, so this is the first thing that's getting done. Once this thing actually gets done, it's around 39% done or something. So ultimately download MongoDB Compass. So so first of all, I'm actually downloading the file of that. Once I actually have the file, then I can simply continue from here. Interesting. So wget is going to be used for downloading the deb file, right? This is how it is used. Right now that is done, then I can just simply download that. By the way, it must have been downloaded in the download folder if I'm not wrong. So download folder, I don't really have it here, but it must have been downloaded somewhere. Because of that thing only, it must have been downloaded in the same file. So before I actually run this, I would like to even check where has that actually been downloaded. So turns out this is the file that I've got. So it got downloaded in the Ubuntu folder or something. This is insane. I mean, this is definitely downloaded. So ultimately wget file is used for downloading the things and all. But the thing is that I'd like to check where that's actually been downloaded and all. So this is where it got downloaded. Never mind, I will simply be removing it from here once I'm actually done with that. But for now, let's simply sudo apt install this. Let's simply install it, enter the password and all, and it should be done. After that, once I have actually installed the things, I will be just if your Linux distribution does not support apt for installing .deb files, run the following command. Is this done? Don't know. Yeah, MongoDB Compass. I already got that, so I don't need to worry about it. And if I actually want to open that, so I can just simply run MongoDB Compass and it should be open. MongoDB Compass and it's going to be open, right? Yeah, got that. So this is how mainly it works, and let's simply do one thing. I already got that. Okay, this particular thing, Postgres, let's close this for now, and this file, I don't need to have this. Anything else? Nothing else as such. As for this terminal, even this is not needed, so I can just simply click on this and simply remove it from here. Close the terminal, and the internet speed is really bad. I don't know why. Overall things are going well. It's not like things are bad or something, but it can be better. Let's connect it to, I mean, it's working well now automatically, so I don't really need to do anything now. It seems like when I got that closer to me, it started working well. Now it started misbehaving again. Never mind, let's continue. That's even fine. That will just keep going on. Having said that, if I encounter any issue with that, so I will be fixing the things and all. So this thing we have downloaded right here. Now I can just simply go through that MongoDB Compass. Let's even pin to doc, and I will be just keeping it near Docker or something so that I actually have it here. Not only that, when it comes to pinning the thing, so I will be pinning pgadmin as well, because this is also going to be required, and that is it. It should be fine. So this is the pgadmin that I have. Let's even keep it here near MongoDB and all. And let's simply click on MongoDB right now. So this is open right here. I'm gonna be adding a new connection, localhost 27 that site, local MongoDB localhost, MongoDB localhost. That's it. Save and connect. And turns out it is connected. What is the next thing that I can do? The next thing is that I have to create a database. The database is gonna be aggregation. Let's create this database over here, and not only just that database, let's name it properly first of all. So that's gonna be aggregation. Collection name is gonna be collections can be many, so let's do one thing. Do I really need to create database? Turns out I'll have to create that, at least one. So aggregation, inside that I'll have connection called collection products. Let's simply create the database. So that is created right now. Once I have this, so I will be adding the data. So when it comes to adding the data, so I will be inserting the documents and all. So this is rather gonna be a better way to just simply insert all the documents, and I can just import a JSON file from here, directly from here. And this is how it's gonna be going on. That's actually a better option to do. Having said that, I have actually deleted the files, so I'd better just simply open the files right now. So I'm gonna be opening files, and in here let's delete this. I don't really need this at all right now. Let's go to trash, and from the trash I need to get the import files out. So let's right click on it and restore from trash. Close this, and once that is restored actually, so let's go to the files again and check whether that thing got restored or not. So let's go to downloads. Inside down I don't really have anything. Let's go to desktop. I have my MongoDB import files, and these are the import files that I have. What will I actually be doing? First of all, I need all these files just outside, so maybe somewhere, let's keep it here, somewhere here. Once I have all the files over there, I will be just simply clicking on this import JSON or CSV file. Let's go to desktop, and inside this, first of all, I have all my products, and import the data. So I've got this data. The next thing is that I will be building another collection. The collection name is gonna be comments or something. I'll even have to know the name, so let's make it comment right now. And inside this I will be importing the data again. So desktop, interesting. First one was products, second one is gonna be comments, the third one is gonna be categories. So let's import this one as well. Then next one is gonna be categories. So categories, it's easy to simply import the data like this as well. I mean using GUI. Well, this is not okay. Recent, okay, it simply shows me the recent files that I have actually used. Not really problem. Let's go through the desktop. Categories, and the next thing I'm gonna be having, that is column. So let's create even that. I'm merely doing it because it's easy to do. It does not mean that I cannot use the commands, but that's gonna be time taking. I have to change many things in the command line, so it's better just simply import them one by one, like directly. Documents, desktop, column is done. Let's import column. Desktop. After column I have comments. Let's have company just after that. Import it. After this I'll have companies, so let's even create that. Aggregation, one more collection, that's gonna be companies. Create collection, and as for the data, I will be just importing the data. Will be importing the data from here. Then I have sales.json. One more that I'm gonna be having over here, that's gonna be sales, and inside this I will be just importing the things. So that's actually going to be sales.json, import it. One more, that's gonna be sales test or something. So let's create another, last but not the least, collection, that's gonna be sales test, and create collection. Collection is created. Let's import the values and all. So the value is going to be sales test JSON. Import it, and ultimately I got the values. So in almost all the collections I have the values right now. If I want, I can actually delete that in case I want. So let's simply click on this, and all the things that I actually had here, I can just simply click on delete. Aggregation, I will need it. Better auth, of course I need it. MongoDB, that's kind of okay, needed for now. So let's close this for now, and let's continue from here on. So what is the next thing that I can do? The next thing, if I actually come back here and try to check the data this time. So the command that I ran the last time, that was this. I am inside this, and now show dbs, use aggregation, show collections. Alrighty, and then db.products.find. These are the products that I found. Okay. What is the next thing? Next thing is that I have to find a product where the name is what? Name is a sleek wooden tuna. But I will not be finding it using aggregation. Rather, I will use just a normal method. So db.products, I will be using find method. So dot find, and over here, what I have to find, name should be what? Name should be sleek wooden tuna. Run it, and I'm not getting any product. Interesting. Sleek wooden tuna. I have to find name sleek. Okay, the spelling is wrong actually. Wooden tuna, and right now I'm getting lots of products whose name is actually. Let's count even how many products I'm actually getting. So there is an operator called count. I can just count the things. There are only 2 documents. And the next thing that I can do, that not only this thing, I can even use another method over here and another operator. So name should be equals to that. Again, either you can use the name directly, or you can even say that name should be equals to the same name. It will give you the same response as well. So these are the 2 ways to just write the same thing. So don't need to worry about it. I will be getting the same response. What is the next thing? The next thing is that okay, I found it using this. I can even project some of the values, but that's not needed right now. I have to find this using aggregation. So the code is already written at the top, so it's better not to have a look at that. Let's simply have a look at the question, and let's go ahead with that. So this time I have to use aggregation. Okay, when it comes to using aggregation, so there are things that we have to keep in mind. There are pipes in aggregation, so we have to keep the pipes in mind. So there's gonna be a top level array. Inside that inside that particular array, you can have as many pipes as you want. By the way, this is bad. So this is gonna be the array, and inside this array you can have just as many pipes as you want. So let's have the first pipe, and inside this first pipe I will be just simply matching the things. So $match means it will be matching. What will it be matching? It will be matching one thing, that name should be, again, the name over here. So the name should be gonna be sleek wooden tuna. That's it, and I have to of course close this from here. The name should be right, otherwise I will not get any response. Then I have to close it to close the array, close the aggregation part as well. Run it. Aggregation is not a function. Turns out that the spelling is aggregation. Aggregate. Okay, sorry. It should be aggregate. This is called aggregation, but ultimately we are aggregating the things over here. And right now I got the data. Not only that, I think over here, instead of directly using the name, you can use a dollar operator as well. So you can even say that $match, I'm matching where name should be equals to, again, the same name. So this can actually be right over here. I want to check whether it works or not. Outside the aggregate function, it definitely works, but here it still works, so don't really need to worry about it. So this is how, first of all, you got the first pipeline that is actually matching the things and simply returning. And this is how you can just perform more and more operation in different pipelines, and those pipelines will simply return the data and all, and that's it. You can play with the data, and at the end of the day you have your aggregated data and all. That's it. Sorry. Let's continue. So this thing is done. What is the next thing? If I can have a look over here. So retrieve all the products with the name select wooden tuner. This is the simple command that I ran, and first of all, this is the first pipeline. Over here, $match aggregation operator was used, and over there you are just simply saying that you have to match. What you have to match? Where name should be equals to sleek wooden tuna, and that's it, and you will get the response. Then retrieve all the products where the price is greater than 50. Let's not have a look at the answer, just let's simply have a look at this. And now onwards we will try our level best to simply look at the question only, and we will try to solve the things. By the way, we have to find the products where the price is greater than 50. Let's try to do that. So first of all, what do we have to find? We have to find the products only using aggregate only. So first of all, this is gonna be the normal aggregate way, and inside this it will have a pipeline. Inside that pipeline I will say that I have to $match. I have to match it. Okay, what should be matched? I have to match that price. And what should be the price? Price should be greater than 50 or something. So first of all, I'm matching. What am I matching? I'm matching price. How am I matching the price? I'm matching the price based on this greater than operator, and I'm just simply checking that whether the price is greater than 50 or not. And if I simply run it, I'm getting the price to 99 everywhere. Like not everywhere, but it will always be greater than 59. I can even say that equals to 59, or so it is just gonna be equal to 59. So now it's always going to be equals to 50 or something. So yeah, this is how you can just simply go ahead. So $match will always be used initially, and after $match you can just simply give your queries whatever you wanna match and all. So that will be done. So this thing is also done. Let's go through the next question. So this question is already done, by the way. We will only have a look at the questions. If we are unable to solve them, then of course we will take the help of this. Second, there is something called $group. Stage groups documents by specified fields and performs aggregation function. Group simply groups them. That's okay. It is like the reduce method in JS. What does reduce method do? Reduce method simply it calculates the things and gives you the response and all, something like that. Let's even have a look at this reduce method in JS. As per my memory, what recall power, I can guess that reduce simply reduces the stuff. Like we have many things. We have an accumulator, and we have just check this thing out. Reduce function. How is this even used? It simply calculates and gives one result at the end. So we have a callback, we have initial value. Let's even check this thing out. Let's click on this thing. So that's what I was saying, that when it comes to reduce, so there are two things. There is something called accumulator and there is current value. So the value is going to be added to the accumulator. Initial value you provide over here. So in here you are just providing the initial value. That initial value is going to be the part of the value of the accumulator. So if I just reload, zoom in a bit. So there are two things inside reduce. There is something called accumulator, validator. So really, I have missed one thing. One time. There is something missing here. There should be two things, like there should be accumulator and there should be value. Value is not here. Having said that, there is this current value coming from, so I have the accumulator. That's fine. I have the current value. Okay, so this is reload the page. Something's wrong with this MDN website. Now it is. Hope I'm not facing network issue. It turns out I am facing network issue. Never mind. It seems to be back online again. Let's continue. So good thing we have learned about this as well, but this is not enough until unless we have actually done it on our own. How can we make sure that yes, I know that? So let's try to zoom it a bit, clear everything, and try to just use this reducer stuff. So what I'm gonna say that first of all, const ARR is gonna be 1 2 3 4 5. This is the array that I have. ARR, I'm getting the array. I'm gonna be using the reduce function over here, and I'll be calculating them, like I'll be adding the values and all. So I will say that const result is gonna be equals to, on the array I will be using reduce function. What does this reduce function has? It gives me another function, Inside that function it gets two callbacks, two parameters. First one is gonna be accumulator, second one is gonna be the value itself, just like this. And what it actually returns, it returns the accumulator plus the value. And not only that, I have to give it the initial value. Initial value is gonna be 0. So accumulator will have initial value 0. Then the values are gonna be these values 1 2 3 4 5. These are the actually values. So those values are gonna be coming here one by one, and whenever those values come, that thing is going to be added to the accumulator, and that thing will be returned from here. The returned value will be the part of accumulator again, where it does everything in the background. Let's run it. Nothing happens. Let's check out the result. It's 15. So ultimately it calculated all the things inside this, all the numbers inside the array, and it is giving me 15 right now. Turns out because of these, this is how opportunities come to you. Like, you will get stuck somewhere, then you will connect that thing to another thing as well, then you will revise everything, and you will be back on track again. Never mind, let's continue. This is how my learning at least goes on. I was learning about what? I was mainly learning about aggregation. Now I came to JS function reduce. Even I have revised that, and now I can go back and continue from there. That's amazing. This is how I learn, at least. Let's see whether now I face the same problem or not. This network is playing with me, but now I have a solution. Like earlier, my lives, they used to get disconnected automatically. Right now, doesn't matter how bad network issue I face, my life is never gonna be ended. This is called learning. Okay, let's continue. So over here, when dealing with group, $group stage, we need to pass $sign for our existing field, not one we are going to create. We have to pass $sign for existing field, not the one we are going to create. That's fine. Syntax is gonna be this. Let's have a look at this syntax and try to learn the stuff. By the way, it's gonna be bad. So we are trying to group the values. That's fine. We are trying to group the values. We are giving the ID over here. Expression group ID. Interesting. What is going to be the group ID? Group ID can be anything if I'm not wrong. And then we are having some fields over here. So we will have a field. We'll have the accumulator. We'll have the expression. Did you get anything? If you didn't, nor did I. Let's continue. Let's have a look. Even before having a look over here, I would like to search $group online and have a look at that. So अरे यार टाइप तो कर लेता अच्छे से मैं $GROUP $group in aggregation, just like this. Let's close this. Just wanna have a look at one of the examples. Let's go to MongoDB itself, and this is the $group. And if I just scroll a little bit, it is giving me the same, that you will use $group operator, then inside that you will get the ID. That's gonna be, this is exactly copy and paste the stuff. Okay, let's have a look at the examples. Okay, this is the examples. Is this the examples? Yeah. So first of all, I'm sorting them. How am I sorting them? I'm sorting them on the values of, wow, X should be in the ascending order, Y should be in the ascending order. That's fine. First of all, whatever data I get, I am first of all sorting that. That's fine. Once I have sorted that, I'm actually creating a group. Group ID is gonna be X. X is gonna be $X, and then Y, $first, and this. It turns out that is completely went over my head. Never mind. Let's give it one more try. How many functions operators I have? $accumulator, $asset, $average, $bottom end, $concat, count, first and last and max and median, merge objects, minimum and percentile, $push, set union, set debugs, set dev, some top end. Okay, at least overall we know the operators right now. As for the examples, we can learn it. Again, created the ID, then this field. Do not blame me, I'm not getting anything. So it's better to go through this now. It's time to look at the core example over here. This is just the syntax. Let's have a look at the example. By the way, if I actually click on this, where will I go? I'm back to the same page. Interesting, never expected this thing to happen. What a coincidence. Great coincidence ever. Okay, now this is the example. So first of all, I'm matching it. Fine. After matching it, I'm actually grouping the data. How am I grouping the data? I'm grouping the data First of all, for grouping the data, I need the ID. ID is gonna be same company, and same company is gonna be dollar company. That means the ID can be anything. Total price is something that at the end, after grouping, that I am calculating. So first of all, you have to group. How will you group? You will group based on the ID. How will you get the ID? The ID is gonna be dollar company. So let's do one thing. First of all, get all the products and try to find the company. Close db.products.find. Run. Okay, do I have the company over here? Yes, I do have the company. Does company have an ID? Yes, company does have an ID. Are those IDs gonna be same at sometimes? Probably really high probability, because these are products, and products can be from the same company as well. So the company ID is going to be the same. That's fine. That means same company. This is just a keyword, you don't need to worry about it. Dollar company simply makes sure that I have to calculate total price based company wise. So first of all, dollar company will ensure that it is categorizing the products, it is grouping the products company wise. So company one's data is being categorized in one place, company second data is being categorized in the second place, and at the end of the day, I'm getting the total price. So total price will be again calculated for different companies, different in different fields. As simple as that. I will be even giving you the response and all. Let's try this thing. I mean, that's what it is even told here, that ID, there's gonna be an expression. In the expression you will have the the key and the value. The value will mainly say that which particular field you wanna group. So mainly this is the thing that plays the major role over here. This dollar company simply tells that this dollar company will be grouped on the basis of company ID. You will be grouping the things. Once you have grouped the things, you have to calculate the total price. Once the total price is calculated, again you have to calculate the total price. For that thing you will be using dollar sum. Dollar sum will mainly be used for getting the prices and all. A dollar sum will adding the prices and all. That is it. Having said that, two important things over here. First of all, when using aggregate, whenever you want to access the properties, keys of any product, or in general any products, at that time if you want to access them, so you will have to use dollar sign here. Once you have used dollar sign, then you can just simply go ahead. As for this name can be anything, you don't need to even worry about that. Interesting. Can I click on this again? Yeah, let's have a look again here, because now we have the idea about aggregation, exactly how it works here. So we should be able to understand the examples if I'm not wrong. So what am I doing over here? First of all, I'm sorting. After sorting, I'm grouping it. On which basis am I grouping it? I'm grouping it on the basis of the value of X, where the value of X are same. Group the products, the whatever data on the basis of that. And what I want this Y field, and what is gonna be the value of Y? Dollar first is gonna be dollar Y. Again, this dollar Y is the field. I don't need to worry about it. What does this dollar first do? I will have to have a look over here. So dollar first returns a value from the first document for each group. Order is only defined if the document are sorted distinct from the first. It simply returns, right? Change the version for sets of windows. Returns a value. Come on यार, अधे किधर गया? हाँ, तो returns a value from the document for each group. First of all, I am grouping them on the basis of the X value. Then returns a value from the first document of each group. Inside the group, once the things are grouped, things are categorized, so there can be many documents in a group. So what it does, it returns the first value. That is it. Order is only defined if the documents are sorted. Again, documents are sorted, so order is gonna be defined. That's amazing. So that's what it is doing over here. So right now the good thing is that we are able to understand what is happening over here. What is happening? First of all, you are sorting them. That's fine. What is the next thing? Next, you are grouping them. How you are grouping them? You are grouping them based on the value of X, where the value of X is same. All those documents are gonna be grouped together, and once they are grouped together, you are getting one extra field that is called Y, and inside that you will be getting the first document, because inside that particular group there can be many documents. So you will be getting the first document, and inside that first document, okay, $y. What is this $y? This $y is gonna be the value of Y. So over here you will be getting the value of Y, and that value of Y is gonna be the value of the first documents which are actually categorized, grouped up. Don't give up, sir. Never. That's never gonna happen. At least now, that's never gonna happen. Thank you very much for the wishes. I really appreciate that. Humble. Wow, what a username. Okay, let's continue from here on. DB cells insert many. By the way, I don't really need to worry about it. The good thing is that overall we got the idea. This is how we group the things, and then I am getting a new count, and then count value is going to be calculated and all. So don't really need to worry about it. Let's try to solve some of the questions, and this is how things are gonna be going ahead. So this thing is clear. Why not do the same thing over here? I mean, why not? That's right. Why not? So the question is that I have to find the products where the price is greater than 900. Okay. And then I have to, once I have found them, first of all the question is gonna be finding them. The second thing is that I have to group them, and after grouping them I have to first of all group them based on company, and then I have to get the total price. Should we do it? Why not? First question. Here my company, that doesn't really make any sense. You will still get the same response. So my company, run it, you are still getting that company. Sorry, wrong spelling, but let's make it same company because they are gonna be the same company. So same company ID, same company, run it, and I'm getting that. What is the next thing? I have to group that, that's fine, but after grouping that I want to get some data as well. Okay, you want to get some data. What do you want to get? I want to get the total price of that particular company. So inside a company there can be multiple products. Okay, there can be multiple products. Now I want to get the total sum of all the products inside the company. So first of all I have grouped the companies, that is fine. Once the companies are grouped, then what I want the total price. How will I be calculating the total price? Okay, for calculating the total price I will have to sum the values, which means I will have to add the values. How will I be adding the values? The values are gonna be added based on the price. Again, I am gonna be adding the price only. So I know this is not visible. Let's make it price, but it should be right. I'm just adding, what am I adding? Dollar sum is gonna be equals to dollar price. So sum will be adding the price. Again, I have to use dollar over here anyhow, because in aggregate you have to have used dollar. Let's run it right now. And right now I'm getting two things. First of all, I'm getting the company's IDs. So this is the company ID, this is the company ID, and this is the total price of all the products inside that particular company. So this is how I'm just simply going off. That's fine, done. What is the next thing that I can do? Next thing. Good thing is that I have even learned this. So we have learned about two things right now. We have learned about dollar match, we have learned about dollar group, and it's time to just simply move. Let's use another accumulator operation. Okay, this is again one more question that we have. I mean, we should solve the questions instead of looking at the answers. Let's use our own mind and try to solve them. Find the quantity 5, group them with the same quantity, and find the average price. First of all, we have to group the products based on the quantity. All the products where the quantity is same, I have to group based on the quantity. Then I have to find the average price. Got that? Let's try that. First of all, let's have a look at the products. So db.products.find. Done. These are the products. Inside this I have something called well, I don't have quantity. ID, name, company, price, I don't have quantity over here, so I have to go through something else. Find the quantity, group them with the quantity and average price. So show collections. How many collections do I have? At least in the products I don't have the quantity. So where can I go? I can go to sales. So let's go to sales. db.sales.find. I hope I will get the quantity here. Yeah, I'm getting the quantity here. What I have to do? I have to group them based on the quantity, and once I have grouped them based on the quantity, then I have to find the average of the prices. Average. Interesting. Let's try it. So first of all, let's group them. So db.sales.aggregate. Aggregate. Okay, I wanna aggregate. Especially when you are aggregating, you need to have an array. Inside an array, you will have different pipelines. So let's have a first pipeline, and first of all, we will be what? We have to just simply match it, right? We don't even have to match it. We have to, what do we have to check? Find the quantity 5 group. Quantity 5. Group them with the same quantity and find the average. What does this mean? We have to find and then group them. With the same quantity and find the average. We can directly group the elements. I mean, first of all, it is asking me to find and then group them. The thing is that I can directly calculate. Come on here. Sorry. I should not have done that. I had to look at the example. So yeah, I didn't even look at properly. So forget about that. Okay, I didn't look at the answer properly. So the thing is that it is asking me to find, but what is the use of finding? It should be saying that group the quantity, group the documents with the quantity and find the average. This should be the right question actually, but never mind. Let's do that. So $match, not even match. I will be just simply grouping them. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing or not, but I'm gonna be grouping them directly. Okay, I want to group them. How? My quantity, or just name it quantity. Okay, I wanna name it quantity. How do I wanna group it? Quantity is gonna be $quantity. Okay, so this is how I'm grouping them. First of all, let's check it. Well, bad. Field quantity must be an accumulator. Oh, sorry. That must be an accumulator. Group. I wanna group. What do I wanna group? I wanna group something. Okay, that's fine. You wanna group something, but there needs to be an ID for grouping, right? There needs to be an ID, and this is gonna be the ID. ID is gonna be the key is gonna be quantity, and the value that I wanna group with, that's gonna be quantity. So $quantity. Again, the first quantity and second quantity, they are different. This can be anything. This can be my quantity, your quantity, anything. Second quantity is the name of the field actually, the real name. So this thing is done. After that, let's simply run it. And turns out that I've got this. So there are 3 products. Like there are 3 types of quantities. Products with the quantity 6, products with the quantity 5, and product with the quantity 10. Okay, and the thing is that it was only asking me to find first of all product with the quantity 5, and then after that calculate the average price. And right now we are going to be calculating the average price for all the quantities. Let's calculate for all of them, and then later I'll see. So this thing is actually done. What is the next thing? The next thing can be that inside this I will have average price. How will I calculate the average price? Good question. If I want to calculate the average price, there is something called AVG, and I will be giving it what? I will be giving dollar price. I have done the right thing. Let's run it. So average price is 55. What does this mean right now? I mean, quantity is 5, quantity is 10, quantity is 5, quantity is 6. Oh, something is wrong. Okay, let's try to add 5 to 25 plus 55 plus 55, 110. How am I getting that? This is wrong, actually, really wrong. No, not even wrong, yeah. I have to calculate the average, right? So 55 plus 55, 110, 25, 135, 135 divided by 3. How much is that gonna be? 135 divided by 3. So 5 to ja 135 divided by 3. 3 5 ja 15, 3 4 ja 12, 4. This is wrong. So what can I do right now? Okay, turns out that I'm not able to give the average right away. Let's go to Mongoose. I will rather just do something or the other and get the right answer rather than looking at the answer directly. So dollar average, I hope I will get that. Dollar average, dollar, let's control F, dollar AVG. Average quantity is gonna be dollar average, and ID is gonna be null. One more thing is that here you want to just select everything, so you can keep the ID null as well. That's great. Like you can group them or you can just make it null. That's actually possible to do that too. By the way, average is gonna be dollar average is gonna be dollar quantity. That should be fine. What am I doing over here? I should not ask what am I doing. I should be asking what wrong am I doing. Control C. Crazy. Control C. I cannot do Control C. I can say Control Shift C. I'm in the habit of like using Control C over and over. Because of that thing, it gets hard to just manage the things as well. Okay, here we are. So sales aggregator dollar group. First of all, I have the ID, quantity or my quantity. Let's name it anything. My quantity. That's fine. I'm grouping them based on quantity, and then I'm getting the average price. I'm getting the average price based on the price. What's wrong with this? I mean, this is right, isn't this? Ding, ding. Here we are. Let's paste it here. Oh, come on, yaar. How bad am I at this? Can't I paste the things properly? Control C. Control V. I need to get in the habit of using Ubuntu. So, question, is this right? Instead of looking at the answer right now, I just want to dig deeper. Because I want to learn Mongoose only for the first time. That's it. And like aggregation for the first time. After that, I want to be done with this. And if I just simply look at the example, that means I will not be done. So, use your brown brain. Just struggle. I want to struggle right now. Bad. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna be coming back after 10 minutes or something. I'm getting a call. Take care.